Okay, today we're going to do a quick review of one of the figures I got from Manchester the other week. And, yeah, it's a weird one. Dog, leave the cat alone. This, Studio Series 62 Deluxe Revenge of the Fallen Satellite Soundwave. And it looks like that. I mean, it comes on a nice little stand. This is adjustable. The stand's adjustable. You can put that so those shine through, and there's little clear bits on here. This is painted clear plastic. It's quite nice. There are these bits, and you can get the head out. You know, wriggle it out, and just leave the head out if you want. That I believe will fit in other figures. So even if you pick this up cheap just to try and have a stand to use on other figures. Try and get it all tabbed back. Yeah, right, okay. You can have the head out if you want, but there's this giant hole in the back, so it just kind of screams out for the head to bury into it, and then it looks a bit more integrated into into the machine, so to speak. Yeah, you can sort of do that. Cat, don't be in the video. Come on. And it's fine. In all the pictures, even on the box, these are like charged with blue energy, like these. All this piece and this. And clearly it's not. Now, potentially I could try and do that myself, but I'd ruin it. There's a little bit of loose blue paint there, I've only just noticed. Can we scrape that off? Yeah, probably get that off. I'm not going to do it on camera because that'd be wasting everyone's time. Now, you might be thinking, okay, well, what kind of comparison are you going to give us for this? Well, obviously, I'm going to go for the repaint because it came in a pack with the Fallen and Megatron, but Deluxe Revenge of the Fallen Soundwave. In it, I believe it's satellite mode. So it's way, way bigger. It's way more spread out and all the rest of it. It looks pretty, I'm not going to lie. It does look kind of pretty. Potentially looks more like a satellite than this. This just kind of looks like a lump. Let's take the stand off. It's got the face kind of buried in there and stuff. That's kind of cool. And this, you turn it around, it's just a figure doing a weird pose. So this doesn't really look like a satellite, I'll be honest. Whereas this one, you turn it around and it's kind of like, well, hang on, isn't that another head? Like, quite clearly. And yeah. I might transform this one quickly for the review. I might pause the video to do it, but this is not a good figure, just so anyone knows. It looks very pretty in this mode. You get into this mode and you leave it there, it looks very pretty. But it's not a good figure. Okay. And in case you haven't got that, Studio Series Dino. So it's probably about the same size if it wasn't all like spread out. It's fine. It's alright. It's no problem. So let me pause this and transform this off screen, and we shall be right back. And we're back in the room. Okay. So we'll transform it. And one of these things, right? Okay. Here in the chest, there are these two notches. There's one there and one here. Basically, you need to dislodge it from those. We're going to get the head out. You dislodge it from those notches. We need to do this bit first, don't we? These have these little hooks that just tab into the back of this piece here. Can you see any of this? There we go. Those little hooks on, which is clearly the leg, just tab into the back of this piece here. So you just unpeg that and unpeg that. Might as well rotate them down because it's not going to do us any harm. Okay, we'll go back to what I was saying. There's that notch there and that notch there. You need to wriggle this out of those, rotate this up on pin, rotate that up. Bear in mind, that's where these bits tab into. And now you wriggle this up so that they sit in the outer notches now, because that's important. I don't know either. And if it hasn't already done it, you need to separate this piece from that and just wriggle it loose. It's got these little side pieces here and here that go into grooves there and there. Turn this whole piece around there on this nice pin and double hinge that to the front, and we want to get this little tab to just go into a little slot inside there. Get that to go into there. Where is it? There you go. Okay, that's in there. And what you're supposed to do as well is this piece here with this attached to moves on that pin and it pegs in there into bumhole. And you're supposed to be able to dislodge that. Mainly just so you can get that slightly higher up on the back, but it's, I mean, sure. So we're left with this. And this is literally just tidying up time. So you rotate that, get this piece, and on the big silver hinge there, rotate it all the way around and onto the leg. That's one. Get that there, rotate that all the way around. That's two. Get this piece, straighten the arms out, turn them around so that this is on the inside, and flip that over. Make sure that's not in the way. That's one arm. Get it down, straighten it out, turn that around, make sure that's out of the way, flip that over, tab it in, do. And we're 90% of the way there. The only thing you can do now is play with these. Now, if you want, you can have those as built-in guns that you can just like, haha, pew, 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 pew. But the instructions do actually tell you to turn them around, which can take a bit of fiddling, turn it around, and just sort of wiggle them in so they sort of sit like that. And hide them. That's what it tells you to do. Yeah, I'm not inventive enough to come up with this, trust me kids. So there. So if you want, you can have them as little like flip out hide guns, like, haha, you want to pick a fight, do you? And then guns come out the body. Because that's cool. And so you're left with this. There. I quite like it, to be honest with you. The look of it, it's nice solid legs, solid, you know, they've got an ankle tilt there, which is a bit weird, but works, you know. The arms nice and solid, nice hinge, no ankle, cat. You know, swivel, in and out, rotate all the way around there. Make sure this is all tapped together properly. You know, there's a little bit of waist wiggle, but not properly, because the pivot itself is actually now buried inside all this. So you can't actually turn. Can you force it? No, you'd have to untab things. So no, you've got no waist. The head is actually really nice. Cat, you're not supposed to be here. No, that's mine. You can't have the stand. That's my stand. The head's really nice. I mean, could benefit from a bit of silver paint, or a bit more silver paint if there is some, but it's fine. I don't know why there's this random polka dot pattern. Maybe it's supposed to be dirt. It seems to be spread out a couple of little places, but you know, fine. Some molding speaker. You know what? I actually kind of like it. I do. It's very basic, it's very silly, and I didn't pay a lot for it. So I actually kind of like it. The back looks okay. It's quite bare bones, but you know, a little bit gappy. I did have a quick look for upgrade kits, and they just got like the little tendrils for the satellite mode, so not interested. But he looks alright. You know what? I don't mind him. I don't mind him at all. He's supposed to be like one of the worst figures ever kind of thing as far as Studio Series go. But if you just want a basic spaceshipy, weirdo, alien-looking Soundwave, he works perfectly well. Especially for the price I paid. £11, in case you're wondering. House of Fraser. The closest one to me is actually Manchester, so that's no good to me. We're not planning on going there anytime again soon. Well, she is, I'm not. So, size comparison. Let's get in the Revenge of the Fallen figure. Now, considering these are supposed to be the same figure from different vantage points kind of thing, you've got this cluttered, weirdly shaped abomination of a thing, which, alright, the face is kind of pretty. The original would have been probably more these kind of colours, but this is the re-release in a pack. And ugh, it's horrible. I've actually had to put floor polish on these ball joints because I remember in the past they were rock solid and you couldn't really move them. And it's like, I remember looking at this figure and going, oh look, because if you look at the back of the ankle, there's this. I'm like, well, what's that for? So you can tilt the foot. That's silly. Why do I need to do it? No, it's got an ankle tilt. So, you know, bless him for that. Whereas his is like halfway up his shin. This is actually ankle tilt. So, you know, all right, okay, credit where credit's due. But the point is, you can't tell me this is more accurate than that because he never transformed. And if he never transformed, we don't know which one's more accurate. So, considering it's called Studio Series and they're supposed to be accurate, I'm going to side with this one over, you know, that. If you want me to do a review of this, I guess I could at some point. I'm not looking forward to it. There's supposed to be a spaceship mode as well, but frankly, I couldn't be bothered fighting with it to try and find something that looked a bit like a spaceship. So, we got those two. We'll get another size comparison, and we'll get in... Come on. Studio Series Barricade. So he's maybe a smidge bigger than Barricade. Little smidge. Let me bring this down a bit so you can... Oh, look. Yeah, he's maybe a smidge bigger than Barricade. He's definitely stockier. And as much as I love Barricade, and I do, there's too many moving panels and stuff, whereas this is basically a brick. And sometimes that's nice. You can still... Well... There's still one there. There you go. That's the same one. You can still put him on the stand if you want. It's a thing you can do. Now you can just sort of float off the ground slightly. Has he got? Oh, he's got one in the back there. There you go. Let me get that to go in there. Yeah, there you go. Look. Barricade's now floating. Yay, Barricade. Not a very dramatic pose for him, though. Just leaning back slightly like he's going to fall over. But the point is, you can do it. This hasn't got one, has it? I feel dirty doing it on this thing. No. Good. Ugh. Go over there. Ugh. Dirty. But, I was going to see if there was one on this. I could just sort of like have the car floating. Haha! Yeah, I haven't transformed this properly. I don't know what I did wrong, but I've done something. So, yeah, I mean, it's a weird one. I'm not going to lie to you, it's a weird one. I wouldn't pay full price for it, not by a long shot. But if you can pick it up and you just want a solid Soundwave, I mean, the alt mode's a throwaway. It's basically a red figure, and or an RED. I like him. There's just a little bit of fun to him. He's just a nice figure. The head is still pretty, so pretty. Because of all the extra joints and stuff, you can move around, you can bury the head, you can stick out a bit, you know. He's nice, he's quite emotive. I like him, I do. Maybe I'm trying to talk myself into liking him, maybe it's my underdog senses are tingling, I don't know. But I like him. So there, and we'll sort of have that sort of in the background, the shadows. So yeah, that's my review of Studio Series 62 Deluxe Revenge of the Fallen Satellite Soundwave. He's alright, he's not bad, he's not going to rock your world, but he's alright. So, on that anticlimax, I should be ugly, I should be wretched, and I shall see all of you in the next one. Laters.